Okay, so this is about Uranus going into Taurus. I had just previously recorded this, but I guess it didn't come out very well. So we're going to redo this. So I looked up some information, and I'm not sure if I should be concerned or not, because I'm hearing some things about it being financial instability and stable, and then I'm hearing other things that it can actually make it better, because you know how people can't even afford to have their own home anymore. Like, rent is getting so expensive, like, it's ridiculous. There's so many homeless people out there because they can't afford their rent. They can't even freaking afford anything they have to eat. And so Uranus is going into Taurus on the 15th of May, 2018. And Taurus is all about personal values and finances. And Uranus is all about many changes and shifts. And so it's time to rediscover our common needs. And so, hold on, I have a bunch of notes I'm going to go over real quick. Sorry. So, I don't know where Taurus is going to land in your guys' birth charts, but it is going to affect everybody in different ways. If it lands in your first house, it'll look to changes for your body and your personality. You'll change your identity. Second house will be changes to your financial relationship to the world. The third one will be changes to your inner life and your spiritual guidance, as well as how you relate to your brothers and sisters. Your fourth house will be changes to your home and environment. And fifth house will be changes to your relationship to your children and how you enjoy the world. There may be even an affair or two or new hobbies taken up. Your sixth house will be changes to your health and upheavals by those who work for you. Your seventh house, Taurus can expect changes to marriages and relationships. Your eighth house will experience sudden death of acquaintances. And ninth house will be changes to your philosophical views and your sudden foreign travels and hold on. And challenges in getting another degree. Your 10th house will be changes to your career. Your 11th house will be changes to your social groups. And the 12th house will be radical mental transformations and visionary experiences. So that's how it's all going to affect each house. It just depends on where Taurus is going to land in your guys' house and your actual birth chart. If you have the time and the date and the time, the date, and the place that you were born, like the actual time, you can go to astrochart.com or astrocafe.com or astrolata.com, and they do the chart for free. And it says that Uranus, okay, so Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of desire and lovers. Uranus, the last time Uranus was in Taurus was in 1934 to 1942. People were leaving their home from tyranny. Of course, the World War killings of sons and brothers and companionships through death. The current transit of Uranus in Taurus is showing unexpected twists and turns during the time. Our concept of what may be more unconventional type of love relationships stay together as financially more convenient. Polygamous relationships of partners can be more common and accepted. And, let's see, what else? I have a bunch of notes in here. And Uranus will be in the sign of Taurus until the 26th of April of 2026. Uranus is all about surprises and revolutionary acts. And I knew that because they rule as Aquarius. And Taurus rules finance and banking and material possessions. But in April and May, a number of planets are moving through the sign of Taurus, and this is a great preview of what is going to come in 2018. Something that gets started in April and May this year will be very significant later on when we look back at it in retrospect. At a glimpse, Uranus is Taurus is going to be about a change, usually very unexpected in the way that we want it. We will wonder how we ever did business without it. Uranus in Taurus basically means follow the money. The planet Uranus represents freedom, and when it is in Taurus, it is asking us how we are being chained down by money issues and how we can escape this. We will see this on a global scale starting in 2018, and it may be that people start to get fed up of rising prices and the inability to afford housing as an example, and will start to fight against this through demonstrations or through other kinds of civil rebellion. And that is so true because housing is fucking expensive. There's so many homeless people out there, it's ridiculous. Okay, about property, finance, and trading. And recently, players were asked to vote on a new set of Monopoly pieces to replace some of the old ones. These new pieces will launch sometime towards the end of the year. So by 2018, with Uranus and Taurus, we will be playing with an updated version of the Monopoly game that was started in 1935 under the same planetary transits. Coincidence? Not really if you know astrology. From 2018 onwards, when Uranus is in Taurus, we will see similar patterns of currency being replaced with something else and banking going haywire. People will raise money and financial systems will be changed forever. This is down to the fact that Uranus brings something else and banking going haywire. People will lose money and financial systems will be changing forever. This is down to the fact that Uranus brings with its future events and dumps them in our lap right now. The sign of the bull Taurus is always associated in astrology with banking and finance, and this is because in the days of old, before currency, cows and bulls were used in transactions. It's also no surprise that gold bars are known as gold bullion, again an echo of the sign of Taurus. It's also interesting that outside of Wall Street in New York, there's a statue of the charging bull which tells you everything you need to know about bulls and finance. Recently, there has been an outcry over the statue of the fearless girl being placed in front of the bull. It plays a large part in this, possibly by overthrowing powerful men in the banking industry. With Uranus, you never know for sure what will happen. It is a lightning bolt when it strikes. Taurus, this is a sign that has to be sure before making a launch. Crazy times ahead. We often look at a transit like this on a global scale because of the results of Uranus in Taurus will definitely be felt globally. That said, it also affects us individually on a personal level as well. For each of us, there will be a transformation financially, and this may be linked to areas as credit card payments, taxations, mortgage repayments. Although it may not seem this way at the time, we will look back and realize it's better off once the dust settles. The key to start with is to know that it is coming and learn to expect the unexpected. Flexibility is a buzzword of this period, and you may find that you have to think on your feet and adapt to not just one, but several changes of the next few years. Understand that all signs will be affected by this and that it will take place globally, so you will not be alone. Somehow we will have to collectively address finance issues and create something better for the future. One thing we can't do with Uranus in the mix is to turn our backs on it and change it and hope they will go away. That simply won't be possible. Uranus in Taurus will last for a long time, and the changes will come in waves just as it did with the Second World War, the Wall Street crash, the Great Depression, and the Banking Act and Social Security Acts. However, many of the changes will be positive and will be lessening the vary for something better when it comes to finances and how we choose to use these. This is a time of financial revolution for the world, but it will end in a brighter future for all of us. Astrology never offers up more than we can handle. So I hope it will be positive and not negative. So because I'm seeing something just saying financial instability will because of Uranus, but with Taurus, I think it will hopefully be okay. I'm praying. But if you guys know more information than what I know on this, please let me know and comment below. Or something I found out wasn't true, or you know something better, please let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment below. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.